Talking to somebody with significantly more net worth than you can feel intimidating. However, it's not about matching their bank account. It's about over-delivering to them with value. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can win and influence people with higher net worth. Have you ever heard the quote from Tony Robbins that he who shows up in the conversation and has the most certainty will influence the other? Well, in this video, I want to show you how you can walk around with more certainty so that you can maximize these relationships and even form strategic partnerships with people who have a higher net worth, a higher audience follower count than you, people who are doing better than you in business. Maybe it's somebody at a country club or networking group or mastermind that you're a part of, or somebody that you want to book as a guest. No matter which way, shape, or form, we need to add more value in the relationship. So in this video, I'm going to dive deep into how I have performed strategic partnerships that have made me millions of dollars and how you can too. If we haven't met before, my name is Eileen Wilder and I help people make millions of dollars using masterclasses. And one of the ways we do that is by forming strategic partnerships. A lot of my clients have to have conversations with people with a bigger net worth or maybe a bigger audience or maybe a bigger following, because it's one of the shortcuts with success, right? Using leverage. So I have to teach them how to gain certainty fast. Step one is going to be using certainty in your body. Maybe you have kids, or you know somebody with kids, or maybe you've seen a teenager or child have more certainty than their parent or authority figure. When a child's like, no, they have a lot of certainty. Now, how does this affect you and your conversations and your partnerships? Well, when you show up having primed yourself with a lot of certainty before the conversation, the prospect, the person with a higher net worth or influence can feel it. I like to say influence is more felt than telt, right? Like they can feel your certainty. It's more caught than taught. So how do you build certainty in your body? Well, number one, you're going to need to marinate in your own magnificence, okay? The Bible says that you were created in the image of God. Talk about that. Wow. Now, God is pretty great, right? Like he would say, some would say he's the greatest. And I'm not asking you to believe in God or anything. I'm just acknowledging God would be great, right? As demonstrated by his creation. Now, if you were made in the image of God, that's breathtaking. In fact, some would say your value isn't in the millions, isn't in the billions, isn't in the trillions. Your value is actually priceless. So marinating in your magnificence that you've been made by the best luxury creator of all time, made you on purpose, for a purpose, that's pretty awesome. Does that mean that you can now step in and own the room? 100%. So marinating in your magnificence will gain certainty in your body that you are somebody of value, you are someone of worth, you are someone of confidence, of talent, of skill, of expertise. You're not like what other people have said that you are, the labels or the lids that someone has called you. No, my friend, you're made in the image of the Almighty. You're made in the image of God. That means this other person's also made in the image of God, and now we're on level playing field. This person isn't up here. This person is right with you, made in the image of God. Okay, so that's going to lead us to step two, which is act like you've been there before. Act like you've been in the room before. Act like you know you are somebody. Act like you've been there. Act like you've done the things, done the level. You are magnificent. Act like you've been there before. Many times people of higher net worth get around people and they're around people who are scared of them, intimidated of them, afraid to ask something. They can feel the nervousness, excitement, and insecurity. So if you act like you've been in the room before and you have talked to very important people before, maybe you've only talked to God and he's the only important person you've ever talked to before. Well, that counts, okay? Act like you've been, dress like you've been there before, talk like you've been there before. In fact, come at the higher net worth individual as if you are their equal. Why? Because you are. Don't come at them inferior, meaning you're so great, you're on the pedestal, or superior, right? I'm better than you. You wouldn't want that. You want to come at them equal. Someone say equal. Okay, so step two is act like you've been there before. Step 3 is you want to add value to the person. Now, many people think, how can I say, or how can I add value to this person? Many times, one of the ways that you can add value to somebody of a higher net worth or someone of greater experience is simply to ask them for their advice. You don't have to come with some big success story of your own. That people love to be asked what they think. People love to be acknowledged for what they've done. Now, if you come with a certain kind of question, let me teach you this, it's going to show them how intelligent you are and they're going to want to help. You don't want to just walk up to somebody and say, hey, I want your advice, okay? Here's a great question that I would ask somebody of a higher net worth. I would say something like, hey, super fancy pants person, hey, Mr. So-and-so, I know that you have accomplished this in this scenario at this time. So something very specific, almost like a deep cut, like something you've done, you know about them, something that they would know that you've done your research, that you know what you're talking about, that you don't not know who they are or what they've accomplished. You say, hey, I noticed you did this merger with this company in 2024, and I noticed this was a result. I was curious what your advice would be on, and then insert the current situation that you have. You see how this question does a few things. Number one, it acknowledges, it appreciates their skill and their expertise. It comes with a posture of honor. It also comes with the evidence of your intelligence, that you know some things and some things about what they've done, especially if it was unique, right? About something they accomplished perhaps a long time ago, right? And then you're coming with a very specific situation that they would like advice on, okay? So let me start there. Now, if you want to go one level deeper, we're going to move on to the next step, which is then ask a strategic question. So first you're going to ask your advice, and then you're going to ask a strategic question. Now, the strategic question, this is what super successful people don't want. Broad, open-ended questions that are ambiguous and kind of dumb. A strategic question is where you're like, I was thinking about doing A, or I was thinking about doing B. So it's almost like multiple choice. Very easy to answer, right? Remember in school, multiple choice, A or B. I was thinking about doing A, I was thinking about doing B. I was thinking about doing A like what you did in this situation, or I was thinking about doing A like your friend did here in this situation, or I was thinking about doing B like you did in this situation. Successful people don't have a lot of time. I'm sure you get it and you understand. They said they don't have a lot of time. So if you ask these broad, open-ended questions like, hey, what would your advice be on dating? No, it's like, no, hey, I'm thinking about, I'd love your advice on this situation. I'm thinking about doing A or B. What would you do? It's very strategic and clear and easy for them to answer. They could, if they have no time, they could say, oh, just do A. Or like, yeah, I would definitely do A because A is going to produce the biggest result. Easy for them to answer. I heard one entrepreneur say that many people ask questions from where, like if we were golfing, from where you tee the golf ball out, like the kind of green where it's like, you're gonna use a driver. It's a long way to go to the flag, right? To the hole, long way to go. We're really far from the hole. And they ask questions from where you're gonna tee the golf ball out. But what you want to do is have the ball, you wanna have the strategic thinking already done, that the ball is on the green. It's ready to be put. It's ready, very close to the flag. You do all the strategic thinking done, heavy lifting done. You do the heavy lifting, you do the thinking, you think through the things, do the research, do the homework. Don't put the heavy weight on the successful person to do the thinking. They've already done that part. That's why they're successful. You do the heavy thinking and the heavy weight, and then ask them, I'm in this situation or this situation. Should I use this club or should I use this club to get the ball in the hole? You can do all the hard yards of thinking, get the ball as close to you can as to the decision that needs to be made, and then ask them, should I do this or should I do this? Is that making sense? That, my friend, is a strategic question. And guess what? The successful entrepreneur will see, acknowledge, and respect it. They will see that you're maximizing their time, you're honoring them, and you're inviting them on a really smart question. Now let's move on to the next step. The next step is then to share with them what happens as a result of taking their advice. Successful people love people who take action. They love people who do their advice, who are doing what they're saying. They love coachable people, teachable people. That's how they were. That's how they are. And no one is like that. The 1% are successful because they take action. So then you want to send the email, send the message, send it to their assistant, send an email back to the team saying, I did what you said, and here's what happened. I just wanted to say thank you. I just wanted to acknowledge you. I just wanted to appreciate you. I just wanted to applaud you. Thank you for being so smart, and thank you for helping me answer this banana pants, crazy, awesome sauce question. You are the best. And guess what? They will love it. They will love it. I have about 49 gatekeepers inside. It's so hard to talk to me personally, but people who send me, they'll send me emails like this, messages like this. They don't have to be a paying client in my mastermind. If people do what it is that I'm coaching them to do, people love to hear about it. And so will your high net worth person. Are you with me? Share the win back to the successful person. So if you do these steps, I guarantee your successful person is gonna love you. They're gonna remember your name, your face, and they're gonna anchor the memory that you had a super smart question, that you were super coachable, that you honored them, and you did what they said, and they are gonna love you for it. Don't be surprised if more opportunities, strategic partnerships, and greater relationship happen when you do these steps and have this kind of certainty when you meet successful people. Hey, thanks for watching. I know you could be doing a lot of things, but you're investing in yourself to grow your business, and I am just acknowledging you and just saying I am proud of you. If I can help you go faster toward your goals, growing your business, and creating offers that people say yes to, go ahead and click the link down below inside the resources. I can't wait to see you on the next video.